Okay, so this is a drawing that I've done, and so I'm going to make something similar, just show you my process. So I'm starting off here just drawing a simple circle. And then I'm going to dictate a outline for that, and I'm going to give it a specific thickness, and I'm going to use that throughout. I think I'm going to go for like maybe 1.2 millimeters. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then I'm going to remember that. I'm going to use that over and over again. Okay, so I had my dimensions and constraints turned off so you couldn't see them. I turned them back on so we can see these as we're modeling this. I'm sketching this out. Okay, so I'm just drawing a line here, and I snapped it to the center point at the bottom. And I'm snapping it straight up so I know it's tangent with the outside circle. And then just going to repeat that and to the other side. So whatever the last tool you used is in the right-click menu. So if you right-click, the last tool you used is at the top. Okay, so I've got those two lines on there. Now I'm going to go up here and draw this curve at the top. Now there's different ways to draw circles, and so I'm going to draw a 2-point circle, which will let me snap to the line, and then it will be tangent to the line, and I can pull it out. I'm just eyeballing it. Okay, and we'll set that in. So I know that's tangent to that because of the way that circle is created. All right, we're going to draw a straight line off of this and then kind of go down at an angle. And we're going to go with something like that. And then notice I'm going past it because I want to come back and trim it later. So that's kind of a habit that I have of going past something and still to it, which really helps me when I'm doing certain aspects. All right, so now what I'm doing is creating a tangency so that that line perfectly slides into that circle. So I'm using a tangent constraint. So what a lot of people forget to do, and then they have little hickeys on things, little nodules. Okay, so I'm just doing an outline here, and I'm using that 1.2 that I've been using. So we're going to repeat that to the opposite side. So I'm just remembering that 1.2. Another thing you can do is like copy and just paste each time. Now I've got to put a minus in front of this so that it goes on the inside. So I know all of these pieces are all the exact same thickness. Okay, same thing here, 1.2. We're doing a minus so that puts us the little circle inside. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing here, but you can do what's called chaining, and I can pick two lines, and then it'll do them both at the same time. So there we go. All right, then I'm going to draw a line that's kind of this diagonal line, and I'm just eyeballing the angle. And notice that I draw it from the edge, and I'd go past it. And the reason I do that is because I'm going to do an outline of that. And when I do an outline, if I don't have it past it, it will float on the inside and it causes me some issues. Oops, I actually put two lines in there. So all you have to do is delete that one. Okay, so now I'll do the same thing and do the offset and minus 1.2. And now I know that's the same thickness. Okay, we do have another little line that goes off the inside in here. So I'm going to go from right there, and then I was going to draw it down to this point where this junction is. I'll just put it right there. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then, of course, we'll need to do an offset on that also. Minus 1.2. Okay. There we go. All right, that's enough of a structure right now that I can do some cleanup. Go in here and start deleting some stuff. So I'm just going to get my scissor, which is trim, which is T on the keyboard, and I can start clicking on the parts I don't want. Now I'm going to go over here and turn off my dimensions and constraints so I don't have to look at those. And, oops, wait, darn it. I didn't mean to pick that. Let's undo that. Okay, now, okay, trim, and then click where I want to trim these out. I get a little error down there, but that's just telling me that I've got my constraints turned off. So I can just ignore that. So I'm just going in here and trimming off the excess that I don't need where everything kind of overlaps. Just clean this up. Okay, here we go. And I do need to make a little fillet on this edge right here. Something like that. Okay, and that's how I created this piece. It's on the left. So I'm not going to, this gives you enough understanding of how to do that. So hopefully this helps you of the process and procedures I went through to create the sketch on the left. Okay, hope this helped you. Thank you.